Yeah. Ow, I fell. Ugh. What is up, everybody? Mushroom Man here. I'm back. I know I've been gone. I had finals for high school, but I'm back. And, yeah. So, today, we're going to be ranking a few of my favorite gadgets in Yeeps and Seek. So, let's get straight into it. So, this is our ranking tier. I know it doesn't say anything, but at the very top, we have S tier, then we have A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and then obviously F tier for the worst, and S for the best. So, let's review. My first favorite is the Ice Bomb. I like the Ice Bomb because in in any battling game, you could just freeze your opponent and then they have to sit there for a second. The only counter to it is grapplers and obviously Hakoko and Telepearls, but I like it. And there's a secret that's coming up with another one of my favorite gadgets. It's very practical in almost every game mode, basically. So, I would have to give it a solid S. Okay, that's not going to work. So, let's go with S. My next favorite gadget is the Smoke Bomb. That is a black paintbrush. The Smoke Bomb. I used it back when Basement was very popular. And I don't use it that much today, but it's still very viable. It's a very good way to get away from people if you're not highlighted. And yeah, I would have to give the Smoke Bomb a solid A tier. It's good, it's useful, it's practical, but it is a bit costly. Next is the Radiation Bomb. It's pretty good. It gives you a speed boost, which is very fun. And if you pair it up with the speed potion, you go insanely fast. Very costly for 600 coin, but the placeable version is only for 400. So I'd have to give this another A tier. Not that I just smoked everything out. I just froze myself. So that's all my favorite bombs. I don't really like any other bombs. Now for mobility items or other items, we have the Telepro. Throw it and you teleport to where it is. Oh, I thought I threw it over the board. It's very fun to use, and it's a very good way if you can throw it very far. It's very good to get away. Honestly, one of my favorite items I still use today. I'd have to give it an S tier. Just because it's so I keep throwing myself over the board. Just because it's so versatile. Next up is the firework. I used to use it before the winter update when I got a nerf. You throw it, and it sends you up in the air. It used to cost 500, then it got increased to 800, then it got decreased to 600, and that is where it's at. Very useful, but very expensive. But pretty fun. But I can't really give it anything higher than a B tier, just because of the nerfs it received. Next up, one of my most controversial, or however you say that word, weapons and mobility items, the Fire Burst. I don't think that should have been a weapon. That was like, I feel like it should have just been a mobility item. And let alone a weapon that hits for so much. But it is useful to move around, and it is useful for getting other people in fighting games. Even though I hate it so much, I'd have to give it a solid B. That's gonna keep going. Next is the umbrella. A very good pair that used to go with the firework. Still very versatile and very useful in other game modes, especially for just how easy it is. I mean, go up and you fly down very slowly. Very versatile, very easy. I love it. I'd have to give it a solid A. I'm now realizing that practically all the items are despawning when I put them up there. Next up would have to be the dagger. The dagger, that is the pack dagger. The dagger is basically a short version of the normal bat. But if you backstab somebody, it hits them for 750. Very good for attacking people in fighting game modes, which is one of my favorite game modes. But in normal, like tag or anything else that doesn't involve fighting, it's not really useful, so it has to go in a B tier. Next up is the chainsaw. Since I'm in a private wild, I can use it. Or since I'm in, obviously, play mode, I could use it, but it's mainly only used for mass destroying builds in your creative world. You can't use it in wilds, and it's a very good weapon, but it does take a while to rev up, and it drains your con while you use it. Not that good if you have limited con. So I'd have to give it probably a C tier. Just off of that. Now we have the shields. The normal shield. Every reskin does the exact same. But the shield basically just blocks almost everything. It got nerfed so it doesn't do any more damage. But a very good way to deflect oncoming things like missiles, sniper bullets, everything. Very versatile for knocking people back too. So I'd have to give it a B. I just set everything off. I am not good at this tier listing, okay? I'd have to give it a B tier. Now we're going into the artillery with the guns. The pellet gun, a very basic gun that shoots a bullet for 50 con and does, I'm pretty sure, 250. If you use both hands, you could double shoot it. And it's also a very good movement weapon. Very good, very original. I like it. So, I'd have to give it a B tier, along with everything else. I just shot that. Next we have the rocket launcher and the party cannon. Sorry. The party cannon is a very good movement item. And again, you can double shoot it, which is very good for getting away from people. Costs 500 and costs, I'm pretty sure, 200 to shoot. So I'd have to give this a B tier. And the rocket launcher, I need a missile. Basically, you can't double shoot it, obviously, since that would be too OP. But what this does is shoot, obviously, a rocket at somebody. But if you hover it over them, it can like center on them, basically track them. But if they move a bit too much, then it just loses all track. So it's pretty good. I'd have to give it a C tier. Not that versatile and everything else, since you need a thing. Oh my god. I'm just putting it right there. Anyway, sorry. We also have the shotgun. The shotgun shoots mini bullets, but does a lot of damage for the cost of 500 and 100 per bullet. Very good, very useful for breaking shields since there's so many bullets, but not that good if you're far away. So, I have to give it a C tier. Oh yeah, the party can is also B tier. I don't think I ranked it. Now we have the sniper. The sniper shoots a very quick bullet that can penetrate one wall, which is very good. And it penetrates it, but it doesn't go through it fully. It'll go about 1 to 2 blocks and then it will just disappear. Very good if you could just spam it, like this. And a very good weapon to shoot people out the air with. I'd have to give it an A tier. The healing gun. Now we have the healing gun. Sorry, I'm not that good at this. Anyway, the healing gun, it can damage people if they're not on your team, but if they are on your team, this will heal them for 1,000 cotton, I'm pretty sure. I don't really use this gun. But it does 250, and it's the same as a pellet gun, firing 50 per shot. And that's about it. All it does is heal people, but you lose 1,000 if they gain 1,000 when you heal them. So, not that useful. I'd have to give it a C tier. Now, onto my personal favorite, the boxing glove. And the pack version, which is the Yeti glove. I love these weapons very much. And at the beginning of the tier list, when I said that they have something special with the... I'm so sorry. When they have something... I'm so sorry. When they have something special with the freeze bomb, it is because if you freeze somebody with the freeze bomb and then use this, they actually multiply their damage for some reason. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's meant to happen, but pretty good either way. They are my favorite weapon. If you hit someone 3 times, obviously they get frozen. But yeah, I give this an S tier. Mainly because I favored it too much. It's one of my favorite weapons. Now we go on to the more advanced stuff like hot cocoa. Hot cocoa is used for, obviously, unfreezing yourself. But I'm pretty sure it can also be used if you have radiation on. So yeah, you can get rid of radiation easily with it. Very good, and you can hot cocoa ride with the empty cup or without the empty cup. One of my brightest ideas, but also a very dumb idea, is if you have an empty cup, you should be able to fill a potion with it, or you should be able to put a potion in there. Very dumb idea, but I don't know. I'd have to give it an A tier, even though I don't know how to hot cocoa ride, which is you drink the cup and then you like hit your head or something. Very good. Now we have the grappler. A revolutionized. It was basically like the greatest thing to come to Yeeps of all time, basically. Used for a lot of things, like just obviously you see them on my hand. I have the spider ones. Just used for getting to high places, and they cost 200 per shot. They're very useful. I'd have to give them another S. They're one of my favorite weapons. Or not weapons, sorry. And the sled. A very good combo to go along with the grapplers. Came with the, I'm pretty sure, pre-graduation update before Yeeps came to the App Store. It was very fun. I used it a lot. And I still use it to this day. It's very useful for getting around places and for just drifting. I'd have to give it an A. Now we have the saddle. What this saddle is used for is you can either put it on your head for other youth to get on, or you could use your pet. Hello, Mixie. Oh, and you can use them. Very good item. I love it. But not that useful. And you used to be able to stack people infinitely, but then they capped it at 2 people could stack on top of you, so I'd have to give it a D tier. Not that good, but not that bad either. The Witch's Brim, now. This came out in the Halloween update. It was the very last item that you could get on the tech web. And it's very useful. It's basically like the umbrella, but you can go up and down. But it does drain your cotton. And I don't use it that often. Very good item, but I'd have to give it another D. The final item, and low-key one of the best, is the prop gun. Scan anything, you cannot become that. Scan anything and you could become it. Like that block. Boom, now I'm a block. Or boom, now I'm a legitimate mushroom. One of the best items, for prop hunt obviously, and the ability to just become anything that you really want, as long as it's not a grass block, since you can't become that. But very useful for everything that you're not highlighted in. If you're highlighted in any game, this is useless, because you're not hiding if you're highlighted. So I'd have to give it a D tier, along with the other two. That's my tier list. I know I messed up a lot during this video, but yeah. I'm sorry I've been gone. I'm going to try and be posting more, but yeah. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.